Hello and welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of football. And it has been a very eventful past 24 to 48 hours in the world of women's football. We've obviously had the Ballon d'Or results come in, we've had international action with games going all across the world, and we've had a big trade in the NWSL and 2 managerial appointments. So let's start off with the Ballon d'Or. Now, obviously, it was heavily tipped that it would be Barcelona player that would win it, and it was so, with Alexia Putellas winning the Ballon d'Or, and it is 100% thoroughly deserved. She had an excellent year for Barcelona and Spain, and thoroughly deserved the award. So the running order from that goes Putellas first, Jennifer Hermoso in second, Sam Kerr third, Viviana Miedema fourth, though Miedema and Sam Kerr did finish on the same points, Lieke Martins. Then you got Christine Sinclair, Pernilla Harder, Ashley Lawrence, Jessie Fleming, Fran Kirby, Magdalena Eriksson, Christine Endler, Stina Blackstenius, Sam Mewis, Irene Paredes, Ellen White, Kadiadotu Diani, Antoinette Katoto, Sandra Panos, and Wendy Renard. So, once again, congratulations to Alexia Putellas for winning this year's Ballon d'Or. It was thoroughly deserved. Elsewhere, on Monday morning, I think it was, the BBC announced their Women's Player of the Year. There was about 4 or 5 nominations, and the winner for that was Arsenal and Netherlands international Viviana Miedema, who had an exceptional year with Arsenal. Now, on to the managerial news. Now, the Portland Thorns in the NWSL have appointed Mark Parsons' replacement in Rhian Wilkinson, who may be known to some fans here in the United Kingdom, as she was part of Hege Riis's team that took over England for a few months before Serena Wiegman took over and after the departure of Phil Neville. And another appointment was at Leicester City, where they have appointed Jonathan Morgan's replacement, with that being former England youth coach Lydia Bedford as the first team manager, and they announced that she will take on the role as the Foxes manager on the 6th of December. So that is a very good lineup for Leicester, and hopefully she can help the Foxes get their first win and move up the table. Now, we said about a trade that has happened in the NWSL, and that is to do with the KC Current and North Carolina Courage, and this is a very shocking one for anyone that follows the NWSL, and that is that Samantha Mewis has been traded from the North Carolina Courage to the KC Current for Kiki Pickett and 2022 first round pick. So that is Mewis going over to Kansas City, whilst North Carolina get Kiki Pickett and a first round pick. Now, we have had international action, obviously, as it's the end of the international break now, and it was let's just say a devastating one-sided game for England in their game against Latvia, winning 20, yes, you heard correctly, 20-0 against Latvia, with Ellen White on the night scoring a hat-trick, becoming England's all-time leading women's goal scorer. Beth Mead also scoring a hat-trick, Alessia Russo scoring a hat-trick, Lauren Hemp scoring 4, Beth England scoring 2, and goals from Jordan Nobbs, Jill Scott, Ella Toone, Jess Carter and Georgia Stanway as well, who Georgia Stanway finished with about 5 or 6 assists. Even I lost count at that stage, so congratulations to Serena Wiegman's side, who have kept up a perfect 100% record in qualifying so far this season. Elsewhere, Norway, who were playing earlier on Tuesday afternoon, had their game suspended due to heavy fog. This is despite being 9-0 up at the time, so their game has been postponed and will take place later on today, or is happening now as a time of publish. Elsewhere, Austria beat Luxembourg 8-0, Spain have beaten Scotland, Republic of Ireland have beaten Georgia 11-0, Northern Ireland beat North Macedonia 9-0 as well. So very big scorelines this week in this international break for all these sides, and this leads me on to my final point of UEFA and FIFA need to look into this so that these one-sided games stop happening so often, and that it doesn't become an outrageous thing that you see all these minnow nations getting absolutely destroyed every time they play one of the bigger nations who are more developed in the women's game. So let's hope that something happens soon with that. Right, we'll be back maybe later on this week or into next week when we have a look at the FA Cup final that is this weekend, Country Cup action, and I believe return of league action all across Europe. Right, until then, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a post, and follow us on Twitter at Women's Football Talk for all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. And until then, we'll see you soon.